Okay. Ed Carbajal here for MyMMAnews.com, speaking with Justin Wetzell, LFA bantamweight. I hope, right? For your upcoming fight. I know last time last time we talked, you said that you were kind of being forced to fight a little heavier. I mean, it's almost like a year since we last spoke. So, how's it been since the last time I talked to you?
That is crazy. It has been like a year, man. Pretty good, man. I've been staying busy and ready, and yeah, next fight's gonna be at bantamweight.
Cool.
No problems there. My training's pretty much full steam ahead.
Yeah, I mean, your team is kind of been popular. You're still with Elevation, I assume, right?
Yeah, still out here in Denver.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of success coming out of that gym. So, I mean, it's got to rub off. I know the last time we talked, you had talked about how you wanted to be a lot busier, and with everything going on, hard to do. I remember the fight that we interviewed you for that fight with Thrall, and that got canceled twice. And then I know you had another one after that, and then that got canceled. And then you finally got the one that you won in October. So, I mean, how it's frustrating. Like where are you at mentally with everything?
Definitely frustrating, man. The two cancellations before that with Thrall, one of them being that I got injured, another COVID got shut down. I got an opponent. He got COVID. That fight fell out. Managed to get a replacement 2 weeks later. That fight wasn't fun, going through 2 weight cuts in 2 weeks. Staying busy is what I wanted, and it's not what I got, man. But not a lot of us got what we wanted in 2020, I think. And to add on top of that, I was looking to try to do the Ultimate Fighter, and it looked like that was kind of going to be a thing. However, I fell just short. I got called a few days before the Ultimate Fighter started taping, and they said, "Sorry, man, you didn't make it." So it was like another 6. Yeah, it was like another 6 months down there waiting on that to come through. They didn't fall through. But hey, I'm booked now, and that's all I can really focus on. I can't really not get what I want with fights and whatnot, hold me back or make me feel sorry for myself to the point where it's gonna affect my training and my performance.
Yeah, no, I mean, martial arts is all about being present and where you're at and what you're doing at that moment. So you can't let too much of the past or worrying about the future mess with you. One of the things I literally, when I trained this morning myself, I'm on my ride back, I listened to our last in a conversation. Did you ever find the get in touch with your mom about the videos from Woodlawn Brawls back in the day?
I asked about it, but she actually redid the house, and there's like a bunch of I think it might be in this like closet area. Like she's like, if it's anywhere, it might be, but there's like so much crap that I guess pretty much same scenario last time I talked to you. It's maybe hidden somewhere, but it hasn't been recovered yet.
So, what about did you guys keep up with the poker club and all that stuff? I know you.
Yeah, man, still going strong. Still going strong, definitely.
So, only reason I'm asking about all these other things because I re-listening to it, I was like, man, I forgot how I mean, you're talking about making the best out of bad situations, and we had talked about that last time. So, and just your history with being the former CEO and president of the Woodlawn Brawls and all that stuff. So, with this fight coming up, I mean, since we had the conversation, we talked about the cancellation stuff like that. As far as I know, and I know when Michael booked this interview for us this time, there's no opponent listed for you, but they're going to have someone for you to fight in June, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. In fact, you might want to tune in to LFA tonight, and they might be announcing it. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. It is tonight. I was literally looking at the weigh-ins. Yeah. Because we're not where we were last year. So it's definitely better for booking fights. Obviously, the fight business is booming. But does that like as far as, I mean, if you don't know who it is or you can't say or whatever, but like preparing for just a blank space on the fight card, like how do you even get ready for that? Do you just try to keep your cardio and everything, and like without knowing who to? Because I remember when you're preparing for Thrall and all those guys, you had a game plan for their specific from what you knew about them. So how do you get ready for a fight that you don't know who it is yet?
It's definitely a lot harder if you don't have a name, man, and it was kind of like that with the Ultimate Fighter. You know, I was gearing up for that, but it was like I could potentially be fighting like 10 different other dudes, so I don't know what to get ready for. So it's just a matter of staying in shape. But there is a name. I have an opponent. Yeah, when there's a name to it, it makes it's a little easier to get that intensity and the rounds you want, I guess.
So what's up? I mean, how long has all that been going on? I remember you growing it out the last time I talked to you.
Oh man, I don't know. Well, it's kind of started as a joke because after I got my first LFA fight, I was like, all right, I'm not cutting my hair now until I get to the UFC, and you know, I plan on getting some fights shortly after that fight. And well, we all know what happened early 2020, and I just kept letting it grow, and now it's just fun. Like I like it. I like having like fun shit like this in my hair and doing whatever, and it's just a cool look. Each day it's the longest it's ever been, so I just kind of mess with it. I'm also kind of lazy with it too, so I don't know.
Well, it helps that you have good hair. I mean, I have really bad hair. I know. So like mine, I'm trying to do something with it because we were all in the same situation the last time we talked, where the barbershops were closed and all that garbage. And so I'm trying to see if I can get stuff going, do something with it. But yours seems more manageable than mine. With working out with Team Elevation and everything that's happened with them as all the notable fighters from that gym. I mean, what has that done for you as far as like not just staying motivated with everything that went on, but I know they brought in Usman kind of midway through the year because of the whole thing that happened with Burns and all that. So, have you gotten a chance to train with him? And if so, how'd that go?
I've been in the same room with him, but I've never like really worked with him one-on-one. No, he kind of is more with like Trevor and those guys. I do see him though on some sparring days and whatnot, but being around all those guys, like the high level people, Bellator, UFC caliber level people every day, it just kind of puts you in a sense of belonging, right? Like I train with these guys, compete with these guys, and kind of like when you first move out here, you see these people and you kind of put them on a pedestal, like, oh my God, it's this person, it's that person, but they're really just like me. They're just like you. They're people that really want something and they're dedicating themselves to do it, and they're just putting in the hard work to get there. And it kind of shows me that I can obtain. I know I can obtain that too if I do what these guys are doing.
Absolutely,
it's nice just to be around these guys, man.
I mean, I would imagine so. I mean, and as far as staying focused, I mean, there's a lot of tests that come at us in life, and with like you said, with the candle, the fact that you still had those three get dropped out, and then you still came and fought and got the decision on that last fight in October. I mean, that's just a testament to what that there's what's that saying about being around the you're always you're duplicate of the 5 people you hang around with most or whatever. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know what the exact
I like the sound of that because I hang out with some fucking killers, man.
Yeah, exactly. And from what I've watched, I mean, I was watching just some of your fight before I moved into this room to get set up here. But I mean, from what I'm seeing from you, man, it looks like there's definitely something rubbing off in that gym with everybody, like some sort of drive to succeed. I mean, we're seeing it. We see it in the UFC and definitely in your performances. What have you been doing outside of? I mean, you had the one fight, and then with everything you just talked about with the Ultimate Fighter. So, what did you just knock back a few and play some poker when found out that wasn't happening and just moved on to the next thing, or?
I ate some food. Cried a little bit, got a little fat for like 2 days, and then I started getting beat up on practice because I was fat and like already feeling it. So it's kind of like. That's what I'm saying. You can't feel sorry for yourself too long because then you're just digging yourself into a hole. And it's just, take maybe a few days just to kind of mentally like process all that. But then it's like, well, are we going to stop now? Or we just got to fight our way in? So let's just stay ready, look for a fight here. And then, I really put some intentions into getting to a fight on June 4th, and it came about. It's crazy how it works like that, man.
Yeah, and especially being, I mean, the LFA is on Fight Pass, so that I mean, it seems like anyone that's already kind of in the net of the UFC is definitely a phone call away from. I mean, how many short notices? That's one thing I've noticed over since we last talked. How many short notice guys that were even on the Contender Series and lost still got called in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you definitely. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're right, man. The 6-8 week fight camp thing now for regional fighters is almost a thing of the past. Seems like nowadays it's 3-4 weeks is considered a long time for getting notice for fights. Like my last fight for LFA, it was probably like 2.5-3 weeks notice. My opponent was like a week and a half, maybe. That's just the way it is now.
When you I mean, what's your take on short notice? You prefer it, or I mean, obviously you prefer the preparation, but I mean, as far as like when you have to do something like that and the forced weight cut, and obviously there's got to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But like as far as from you, like your case, you have this fight booked. They haven't announced the name yet. Getting ready for it. Like, are you kind of like if the guy's short notice, does it give you more confidence, or are you more worried about them coming at you with everything?
I mean, I think there can be pros and cons. So I normally hate short notice stuff, but like I was just saying, like 3 to 4 weeks is like a long time now notice for a regional level fighter. Also, though, what I'm noticing with, like, for instance, my last fight, I would consider that short notice. That was, 2.5 weeks notice, 3 weeks. There's a lot less stressors, right? A 6 to 8 week camp, there's a lot of waves mentally, right? Like you're having a great session, a great 2 weeks, and then you have a horrible week, and then like just a a 2 or 3 week notice. It gets rid of all of that. It's time. And if you're staying consistent, if you're not in an off season and you're training year round and consistent, it's not going to take that much time to like ramp up and get into fight shape if you already have like a base.
Yeah, no, that's what seems to be. I remember when I was younger and I'd watch like guys like Wanderlei Silva. I remember he would just say, I won't watch tape on anyone. I prepare the same for everyone. So that seems to be kind of like a great base or mentality moving forward, especially with a career in combat sports. Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to your comeback to fighting. I hope. I mean, it's probably hasn't been on the top of your priority list, but the Woodlawn Brawler T-shirts, have they been made or no? Yes,
they
or no?
haven't, dude. But thanks for reminding me, though. That's something that has to be done. I'm really glad you brought that up, man.
Did you even add that as your nickname? I remember we were talking about maybe I should call myself the Woodlawn Brawler.
I didn't. I still don't have a nickname yet. So, but it's probably something that has to be done. Like marketing and all that crap. So
yeah, change your Twitter handle, Instagram, all that stuff.
The Woodlawn Brawler.
Yeah. I mean, that was a great story. I mean, like I said, I listened to it last time, and that's I mean, again, I mean, you definitely got something inside of you that seems to, I mean, like you talked about creating your poker nights, and then how the way you guys put all that stuff together way back then. It just seems like you're a survivor, man. I mean, you definitely got the mind for success. So I said it to you last time, and I'm gonna say it again, man. It's coming for you, dude. I see it. I see it from your fights and just talking to you and stuff like that. I mean, your time is coming.
Thank you, man. I feel it too, and I think about it every single day, man. I want it so bad. It's been a long journey too, but I'm not impatient, and it's just something I want. I can feel it, man.
Yeah, I mean, hey, like martial arts is also about consistency, right? So just keep on trucking, and you'll get to where you're going. Well, thanks so much for the time, Justin. I appreciate it. Again, I know we're doing this on a Friday night, so and you were just getting in, so I'll let you have your night or poker or whatever it is you're gonna get to, and good luck to you, man. I appreciate the time. If you want to plug anything, by all means, go right ahead.
Yeah, guys, just check me out. My social media handles: Jay Wetzell MMA, Elevation Fight Team, best team in the country. Let's go. Thanks, man.
No problem. Take care. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, man.